Hi, this is Political News in 5, and today is February 27th, 2022. I'm Aisha Osori. Now, the three things I want to talk about today. First, the Electoral Act has been signed. Congratulations to everyone who made it happen, from civil society to the media, advocates, the legislatures, politicians, INEC. Is a testament to what we can do when we put our minds to it and when we're persistent. So, congratulations to everyone who made it happen. Now, many amendments were made, different provisions, but the three that particularly thrill me that I want to talk about today. The first is the recognition of technology in the Act. So, this way, we have electronic transmission of results, as has been requested and demanded by civil society for years. And second is that we now have smart card readers recognized as well, which means that the evidence from smart card readers, the data, the information, which typically people who are contesting elections want to refer to, is now admissible as evidence in our courts. Prior to this act, it was not admissible. So this is really a big leap forward. Second is the right for INEC to review results that have been declared under duress. This speaks directly to what Rochas did in 2019 when he, at gunpoint, forced a returning officer to declare him the winner of the senatorial seat in his senatorial district. Now, one would like to think that you don't need a law to be able to overturn something so blatantly wrong, but apparently we did. So we're going to have to see what politothugs like Rochas are going to come up with in 2023. Third is Section 8412, which says that if you're a political appointee, you need to resign before the primaries and before you can even be a delegate in the primaries or in the convention. Now, this, for example, is what Kayode Fayemi didn't do in 2018 when he was minister, but contested the primaries for the gubernatorial seat for Ekiti and then won the primaries for APC and then resigned 18 days after. With this law, he can't do this anymore. To put this in perspective, Hillary Clinton, when she was Secretary of State, resigned in 2013 ahead of the 2016 elections. So that gives you a sense of how important and what kind of precedent it sets when you can, remove yourself and not give yourself an undue advantage when contesting the primaries. Now, Buhari has asked the National Assembly to go back and delete Section 8412. He is saying that it discriminates against political appointees to have this provision that requires them to resign. I think he's wrong. I'm under the opinion that you do not have to run for office, so it's not a fundamental right. You also do not have a fundamental right to run as a political appointee, so nobody's being discriminated against. I secretly think Buhari is fine with this provision. He just made that request to save the face of his Attorney General, who is reportedly interested in running for office in 2023. So for people like him and for people like maybe Emefiele, who has been rumored, maybe there's no difference between Jim Ovia and Emefiele. Well, Emefiele has been rumored to want to contest for the presidency. So that would also apply to him. He would have to resign as CBN governor. So I think this is fantastic law, which the National Assembly should resist all blackmail threats to change. We like this law. Let's keep it. The second thing I want to talk about is the APC convention, which, as I knew, didn't hold February 26th. Instead, it's now March 26th. And I think, honestly, APC is just trying to avoid the inevitable. What's going to happen at that convention is going to happen, which is a lot of disarray, a lot of unhappiness, and people breaking away from the party. So let's stand by. But good news, we now know that the national chairman position has been zoned to North Central, which is what PDP did. Other key positions that are zoned, South gets the woman leader position, while the Southwest gets the youth leader position. And then finally, we now have the election timetable for 2023. I'm not a fan of Professor Yakubu, the chairman of INEC, but he has outdone himself this time. We already have the timetable revised. It tells us that the presidential elections and National Assembly elections will take place on the 25th of February next year. Following that, 2 weeks after, we'll have the gubernatorial and state assembly elections happening on the 11th of March. He's also confirmed that the final date that INEC must get the list of candidates for all the parties is 20th September for the presidency and National Assembly and 4th of October for gubernatorial and state assemblies. He's also recommending that the party primaries be concluded by June 3rd, which is really just around the corner. So stay tuned. It's going to be a bumpy couple of months. Join me next week for political news in 5. Take care. Bye.